monsters. Listen to the melody of your destruction. Let no joyful voice be heard. Let no man look up at the sky with hope. And let this day be cursed by we who ready to wait. The Krackin! Release the Krackin!
Hey, look, it's the Krackin!
Yo, where the is Abu Layth? Where is Abu Layth? Where is Abu Layth? Where is Abu? Yo, this is for the dirty dog Abu Layth who disrespect our brothers and sisters of Palestine. Yeah. Come on, motherfucker! Come on!
Hey everybody, welcome to Just Krackin. I'm your host Dex, and as usual, with me, the Batman to my Robin, the Cheech to my Chong.
Cheech to my song. Yes, Jax. I'm here as well.
As you can tell from the title to this video, we have some very, very upsetting things to talk about. A fellow YouTuber known as Abu Layth, not exactly sure if I'm saying his name right, was attacked last night, I believe, or the night before, at his home.
In Birmingham,
UK.
yeah, UK.
Yeah, it's in the United Kingdom. Over a video that he actually didn't even make. His video was chopped up and then rearranged to make it sound like he had said stuff that he wasn't saying. It's definitely a tragic incident. During the attack,
Well, it makes you think, like, especially people who are content creators. It's like suddenly.
No, that's why definitely we made this, is because we also are under the same kind of scrutiny all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we're a little newer.
We're
at this game,
newer to the game, but at the same time, we have to worry about what we say and how it's going to be taken out of context, or
how it could be taken out of context. How somebody could easily take a compilation of what we say and, like, make it seem like we're some kind of haters of some sort.
Yeah.
But this video makes me think of all kinds of different questions. It makes me ask lots of questions about what's going on. First off, this guy, the YouTuber, the individual himself who was allegedly attacked, has like 25,000 YouTubers or YouTube subscribers. From what we understand, he was attacked. Until something new comes out, we're just going to assume that he was attacked. But this always makes me, whenever I see things like this, makes me think, like, was it staged? Like, I don't want to accuse the guy of anything, but it's, we're in that day and age. I mean, like, what was it? Jesse Smollett, staged his attack. It's not like it's not
clout chasers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not like it hasn't
we have
happened
to worry
before.
about. Yeah, but it does look pretty legitimate. As
from what you can see, like
from
the
what you can see.
video from what you can see
the
of
video at the beginning of the video, beginning of our video, is the incident in hand.
Yeah, but the way that it's cut together, you don't see enough of it to be like, oh yeah, definitively, this guy was definitely attacked. It just makes me ask a bunch of different questions, like who uploaded the video? Why did they upload it? Like, was it the culprit who wasn't talking in the video? Was he the one who uploaded the video? If so, are the authorities doing something about it?
Yeah.
These are all questions that I end up having to ask.
So from what I can tell, I got the article pulled up here, the one from the Daily Mail at least. from what it says, obviously, again, you can see in the video, there's like people shouting, telling this guy to come outside. Before they kick his front door in and start,
Yeah, they're throwing rocks and stuff.
They're hurling bricks. Is
Yeah.
what this is.
Bricks, whatever.
Smashing up windows, just destroying this person's house. Here's the thing that really, like, even if this is a possibility of doing this for a stunt or whatever, the man's children were in there.
We're in there.
6 and 9.
Yeah. That's something to look at. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something that, and his wife and his sister-in-law were also in there, and you can hear them like screaming in the video once like all the bricks start hitting the house and shit.
Right. Like I'm saying, is it doesn't look necessarily like it is staged. It's just
you got to especially when it comes to YouTube, you have to ask that question.
It's just something that I have to ask. Like is there more to this video? Like, it doesn't show enough of it to make a definitive conclusion as to what was going. It's also been cut
in a weird
way. So like, it's just
all these different things have come out, but regardless of whether, like I said, if it is, that'll come out, and obviously he'll have to face the kind of consequences that come with that sort of clout chasing. If it's not,
I hope it's not. Like,
I
honestly,
hope it's not, because
I hope that he is legitimate, and I hope the best for him, and his YouTube channel, and his family,
I mean, according to this, the daughters were traumatized. Haven't been able to actually go to sleep for the last like 2 days. Again, this happened last night in the UK, so sometime around the afternoon our time. And then like we see like the same sort of thing that was happening, in our own country, where all these like weird this, in my opinion, this doesn't help anybody's situation. Like, regardless of what's going on in Palestine and Israel, like going into people's houses or destroying people's properties or stuff, that's not bringing anybody to your cause. It just makes people hate you even more.
Yeah, like, what were you trying to do?
What was the point? Yeah, what was the point in all of this? Like
all you did was just, cause more hate, more
aggression towards the cause that you're actually trying to fight for.
Yeah.
It's very sad, and it's very disturbing on how the human brain, for some reason, thinks that if, like, you can't talk to somebody, that there's going to be nobody who wants to listen. And I don't understand,
weren't they both Palestinian? Like,
yeah, that's what really like is puzzling, is that his original video was like a 30-minute video, and he was, as far as I can tell, he only got like halfway through it. All he was doing was like preaching peace. He was like basically trying to put out there that Palestine is the better country, and at least in his view, is the better country, and that they need to find better ways to resolving this conflict. And
they need to be the better. In other words, what he's saying is, like, you say that you're the better country, will be the better country.
Yeah, exactly.
In other words, through your actions.
Somebody took, again, this is a 30-minute video, so a million things were cut in and out of this, and it was chopped up to like a 5-minute video of him just basically hate bashing his own country, which was not intentional at all, and which was not actually happening at all, because he's very pro-Palestine. So it's very puzzling, like, why a group would just immediately attack him over something like that, especially if they had done any kind of actual research themselves and been like, well, obviously this video is not him or his original video, because his original video is still up on his YouTube page.
Yeah. And what it comes down to is, like, a lot of people, and this isn't just when it comes to this particular incident. We see this, I see it continuously happening all the time.
Yeah.
People act on their emotions. They do not think. They don't do any of their own investigation. They're like, what? He said what? And all they have to do is just hear it from one source, and they're all like jumping up out of their seats, ready to put together a mob to go attack this guy. And it's like, come on, did you guys do any research at all? Did you
back check anything that was said?
But it makes me think of everything that we've been dealing with for the past year or so, year plus.
Mm-hmm.
me telling people one thing and then them being like, oh, well, they said this. And I'm like, well,
Of course they're gonna say that.
of course they're gonna say that. Their interest is this. So, they're gonna protect their interests. This is where they get their money from. So
Yeah, and that actually kind of seems a little legitimate about what's going on here. Especially the person. I don't know who actually chopped his video up, but it definitely seemed like their intent was to slander and
yeah,
destroy this guy's reputation for whatever reason possible.
yeah.
Again, our prayers go out to his family, and we hope for the best.
I mean, it happens a lot. I mean, people will probably put together, cut videos of like Steven Crowler, put together bad, cut together compilations of, slip ups. Sometimes they're like slip
Yeah,
ups.
sometimes
they
it's
say
just
something that
it's what is that? The Mandela effect? Don't
that's
come out the way.
definitely not the Mandela effect.
Oh, okay.
But I know what you're saying is like
Yeah.
things will you'll think one thing, but you'll end up saying something else, or you'll slip up on a word and it sounds like something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy who was talking about Martin Luther King, and he
Yeah.
accidentally slipped up, and it sounded like something
Sounds similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it happens. Things people do things like that.
Absolutely, it does happen. Especially if you're, used to talking like before, like the regulations of what's going on. Like again, this last year, we've noticed that free speech has taken a very bad cripple.
Yeah,
Before, like again, you could say certain amount of things without it being looked upon as you're being a racist or a bigot of some kind. No, it was just you pointing out a fact. And you were using, the legitimate words that go along with that fact.
right.
Definitely, again, like I said, Abu Layth, our prayers go out to you and your family. We hope that everything is good, and we hope you guys, get all this taken care of and situated. Other than that, everybody, stay safe, stay classy,
And have a good one.
have a good one.